Welcome to Daisha Breedlove Presents. Now, today we have a topic which is 10 ways to become a successful entrepreneur. I know many of you guys want to start a business and become an entrepreneur, but you don't know how to get started. So today we're going to talk about that. I also have two special guests who are also entrepreneurs and also really good friends of mine who are going to tell us how they got started on their journey and how they began with entrepreneurship. But before we meet them, we're going to go into first 10 specific ways to be a successful entrepreneur. Okay, let's get started with that. All right, so number one, be passionate about what you're trying to achieve. Now, this one is very important because it means you're willing to sacrifice anything that sets your soul on fire. And by people seeing that passion within you, it also makes them believe and buy into your product as well. So number two, focus intensively on your opportunity. This focus and intensity helps eliminate wasted effort and distractions. I mean, many suffer, and I had to learn from this as well, from doing many things at once. So basically just focus specifically on one thing. Stay focused on the mission. Number three, have faith. This is another big one. We all know success isn't an overnight thing, and if you don't have faith, you don't have nothing. So it's a law of attraction. What you put out, you receive. Number four, enjoy the journey. This is another big one. Everyone teaches you to focus on your goals, but they never mention that to enjoy your journey along the way. So enjoy your milestones and celebrate your journey while trying to achieve those goals. Number five, trust your instinct more than any spreadsheet. Go with your gut feeling. Number six, be open-minded and flexible. This one is also important. You have to continually learn and adapt to new information as it becomes available. Number seven, get a strong team. It's a fact that as much as we want to, especially entrepreneurs, no human can be good at everything. And it's easy to get attracted to people who are just like you. But the trick is to find people who aren't like you, but good at what they do, and that's what makes a strong team. Number eight, deliver value, not just a quick profit. When you actually invest in having a good product and not just a get rich quick, you actually are in it for the long term and not just, temporarily. Number nine, build long-term relationship with customers and also people around you. People do business with who they like. So that's basically what separates you from everybody else and your competition is, having that personable relationship. And number 10, last but not least, develop a sleeping schedule. Many successful entrepreneurs have a habit of waking up early, and it helps you use your energy more efficiently. So guys, that was 10 ways to become a successful entrepreneurship, and I hope those tips definitely joined you today. Now, before we get started, I'm going to introduce my two guests for today. Eugene 400 Jackson and Krystal Hall. This is his co-worker and also girlfriend. Thank you guys both for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, for sure. I know it's kind of last minute since you got the info, but they came ready as you can see. Right. So Eugene and I actually met about 5 years ago in acting school, Beverly Hills Playhouse.
Yeah.
And I met.
Shout out BHP.
Yeah, shout out to BHP for sure. And also me and Krystal, we met through Eugene about a year ago when we did the Breedlove candle collab, which actually turned out really, really great. And was so much fun creating with y'all, by the way. And the candle's actually sold out now, but I will attach the details at the bottom of the screen just in case Krystal does want to hand make some more candles in the near future, right? So we'll definitely keep that in mind. Okay, but first let's get to know you, Eugene. All right. So, Eugene, now tell us first how the name 400 came about. Because I know some people call you Eugene and some people call you 400. Is that like a rap name or like how did that get started?
I'm actually for the first time going to be honest about this.
Yeah, because we never talked about it. And I've known this guy for 5 years, by the way. So I'm actually curious to know myself.
Yeah, I normally, in this type of situation, I would normally make a joke and be like, I think I forgot.
So silly.
But no, I'm going to give you the name actually come from this person. In the 10th grade, okay? I was in the 10th grade. I had a girlfriend named Princess in the 10th grade for homecoming.
It was before you, Krystal. So it's
okay.
okay.
I was in the 10th grade. Yeah, and I was taking her to homecoming for homecoming. I was trying to be special. You know, I always been trying. You know, I have to be the man, even back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had this iceberg. You remember iceberg with the Goofy and Mickey Mouse, the sweaters?
Yeah, that had the print on the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had an iceberg silk red shirt for homecoming.
Nice.
Trying to show off.
Okay.
And the shirt was $400. Now I'm gonna tell you, you know, the funny part about this, I never told her I didn't pay $400 for this shirt. It's like 70% off. You know, you know, it's dumb.
Right, but it looked good.
I was fresh. It worked. Yeah, one of my uncles gave me his little, his pimp looking hat. Yeah, but it came from I left the tag in it. You know, when we were younger, it was cool. You know, like Nelly and all of them, they kept the tags in their clothes.
Yes.
Yeah, I kept the tag and
showed the 400.
Her. Yeah, I took the for sale thing off. Yeah, and I showed her like, no, I dropped $400, girl. We, you know, like, we fresh.
Oh, so the name came from you leaving the tag.
Straight up that night. I'm finna start calling you 400.
Okay.
But that's where I came. I've told people about like, I was a running back 400 yards, and it's like that.
So this is the real story. You heard it officially.
And that like these things really did happen. I really did. I was good in running back high school. I thought I was gonna get in the NFL or music, or I thought I was gonna do both at one point in time when I was that age. Yeah, but that's where the name came from. It came from Princess. Shout out to Princess. She's somewhere in Atlanta, I think. Right now.
Shout out to you, Princess, for giving him the name.
That's where I got the name 400. I'm even so true to it that I put the 4 on my arm.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like it has stuck with me. It's got so other meanings. I've been called Hollywood Faux Diddy.
They shortened it up in many different ways. So 400 started that in Atlanta when she gave that.
No, in Ohio.
Ohio, okay.
Cleveland, yeah. So I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, okay. Yeah. Wow, and it stuck with you this long.
Yeah, that long, yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, well that's interesting to know. Nice. Okay, so now let's get into the music because I know you are a musician, an artist. You do acting. You're also a co-owner. You do many things. Yeah. But first, let's tap into the music. So how did you get started with that? And also, was it something that began here in LA or in Atlanta? Because I know that's where you're originally from.
Well, music actually started, Daisha. I remember, like, we never talked about this.
I'm like, we never talked about music either. And again, I've known this guy for 5 years.
5 years now. But music actually started, I feel like I was born with it. With just the natural talent and the want, the passion. Yeah. That I have for it. And you see me like be very strong-willed and passionate about like when I have a release or anything like that. But I feel like I was born with it, and I've always had it. Like I taught myself to play the piano at like 8. I had been fascinated since a kid, going to church every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Nice.
And seeing like the music. I was attracted to the music. I was most attracted to the keys.
Yeah, because you play the piano too, right?
Yeah, that's where that was my first exploration of it, and it was like I actually ended up teaching myself to to play the piano when I'm around like 7, 8 years old or so. Yeah, I didn't. The process in itself, it was too much for me, so I tried to go for what I know I could hear. That sounds like this. That sounds like.
Nice. Okay, so it's something that you just felt. You just naturally became good at it.
It's always been there.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. 28. I always tease Eugene because me and his birthday is actually the 28th. So I told him it's a lucky number. As you can see, he's multi-talented. So shout out to that. Self-made. Okay. Okay. So now let's get into the acting because as I said, I met you at Beverly Hills Playhouse. And we actually did a scene together. And we did a musical together. Yeah. Which you were good at both of them. So let's get into how you began your acting.
Well, the acting actually started with Michael, the director from the.
Okay. The director of the musical that was in.
Yeah. He saw me in Atlanta. Michael was managing a clothing store.
Oh wow!
At the time, and I got booked to come perform at the store for like a birthday party. I can't remember exactly.
Was this in Atlanta or in
LA?
LA?
In Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in Atlanta before we had even got here.
Nice.
Yeah, and after I did my performance, he came up to me and was like, "Who made that stage performance?" And I'm like, What do you mean?
Yeah.
Who did it? Did you hire a choreographer? Like, where did like all of this? Where you stopped and you? I was like, you know what I came up with? I practice. Like, I do this for real.
It's like, right. You're like, it's just in me.
Yeah, and he came at me like, I want to put you in the stage play. Just straight up like that. He's like, if you came up with that and that's what you thought, you have abilities that you don't know. I want to put you in the stage play.
No, is this the stage play that we was in, the same one, My Wife, Your Woman?
No, it was another stage play that he had going on with a lady named Daisha Marie. She wrote a book about the autobiography of her life. And she reached out to him to do a stage play. And that play, he put me in it. I ended up doing 2 roles. And I told him I didn't know nothing about acting. And he's like, no, you have something in you. And it's like, he showed me I did have something in me that, like, to this day. I'm talking about something like 10 or 11 years ago. And I met you 6 years after.
Yes. Well, you just came from Atlanta.
Yeah,
right?
And like 5 years later, now we're still, like, that's where it started.
Wow, that's funny. So I'm thinking you guys are just meeting when you invited me to be a part of it, but you guys knew each other from Atlanta, and he started you in acting. I didn't even know that.
Started me and like trained me, even like with the Empire. I was auditioning for Empire. He trained me for that and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like personal. He was coming to my house. And,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Michael.
Yeah, shout out to Michael.
Michael
Coleman Studios.
Yes, definitely. Nice. Okay. Awesome. So which one would you say you enjoy more? Acting or would you say, making music and making hits?
Definitely music. Definitely music. I enjoy both of them a lot. I'm passionate about both, but the music in itself, I feel like the acting talent and the passion from it started from the art form of music. Yeah. Me having a passion of, it was in like 10th grade. I was just telling her before we got here, I didn't know I was going to be talking about it. Funny. Yeah, like in the 10th grade, it was like at 10 o'clock at night, I was performing at shows in a club. And, and it's like, I had an hour to be there because I wasn't old enough. But I would perform and I would get my money and I would go home and I would be at school the next morning and I would go to football practice and be Friday night at the football. Nice. 400.
Nice. Okay. So music is definitely what you like more.
Always been there. I just didn't notice the music until about 10 years ago. But the music has always been. Yeah. You got some. He definitely got to check him out. We'll get his social media before he leaves today. But the beats and even using your own voice on the track, it sounds really, really good. So this guy's talented for sure. Now, let's meet Miss Krystal Hall and how you guys met each other. How did you guys meet originally? Because I know, Krystal, you're originally from Kansas City, correct?
Yes, I'm from Kansas City.
Missouri. Okay. KC? Yeah, and how did you meet Mr. 400 himself?
I met Eugene. Actually, I didn't meet 400. I met Eugene.
Eugene, yeah. So you didn't introduce yourself as 400.
Right.
Nice.
Nah, I was Eugene.
Okay, good job. Because you probably wouldn't be just kind of joking. I'm kidding. I always mess with him.
I met Eugene. We actually met on Tinder, believe it or not.
Really?
On Tinder.
Wow.
We were chatting.
Yeah, we said it. She said it.
Yeah. So this is actually an example, and this was how many years ago?
About 4 years ago now.
4 years ago.
Wow. So Tinder relationships do work. This is a successful one.
It does happen. It depends on what you're looking for.
It does.
You're looking for crazy, you get crazy. You want serious, you get my baby.
Nice. Yeah. Well, you guys seem definitely compatible. As soon as you told me when I seen you, I'm like, he's like, I got this new girlfriend. You got to meet her. And when I met her, I'm like, she's perfect for you. So that's amazing. Okay. Nice. Now, Krystal, I know you are the actual owner of LA Discovery Candles, and Eugene is the co-owner. So whose idea was it to originally start the business?
So it was my idea, for sure. I was playing around with candles, with scents and fragrances, and we kind of thought that, we got it to a point where we could make some money off of it. We could go into business. He has a really good business mind, so I run everything by him. Mostly everything. So we just kind of ran with it, and it's kind of evolved into what it's become today.
Yes, nice.
She do all the work though.
Yeah, everything is handmade, right?
Everything is hand poured. I hand pour all of the candles. I mix all of the fragrances. they come as different fragrances, but I create I blend them so they're unique fragrances. They're not going to be blends that you smelled before.
Yeah, and that was actually goes into my next question, which is, what do you guys offer, and what would you say separates you from the rest of the candle companies? Because you know it is a lot of competition out there, but you would say that because you hand make them and also you make really exclusive scents.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so everything is it's hand poured with love. I always say that. I mean, I know that's like kind of cliche, but we really put a lot of effort into. Well, I put a lot of effort into.
She do all
they smell good.
You know, he's technical
She do
and all that, but I put a lot of effort into just like the smell of it, the technical part of it. There's like science that goes into it. Like you have to figure out which wick goes with what and what works the best and what's gonna burn the longest. So I put a lot of emphasis on that. So I think that would stand apart because you know you could go to Trader, like TJ Maxx and get a candle and may not like tunnel. You know, it's a lot of problems with it, but I put a lot of emphasis on like making a good burning candle. So along with the scents. And then also we have to bring the company full circle, we've added home decor. So so I kind of go out and source different home decor items that will match the candle scents and kind of goes all with it. So you can kind of create a space.
So you get both
in your home that you love, anywhere you are in the world. So I mean, we ship everywhere. So we kind of created a space where you get some candles, get your home decor, and create that space.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Well, that's amazing because, like I said, they do smell really, really good. And I will admit, the scents that I smell from your candles, I have not smelled them before. So I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Nice. So before you leave us today, what's new for LA Discovery and what can we be on the lookout for?
So new. So a lot of different new things. There's a lot of. There are some new scents that I'm working on. There's 2 new ones coming out. They're kind of reminiscent. I've been at the beach a lot during the pandemic where we're kind of escaping to the beach. And so I was inspired by that. So there's a scent kind of circling more so around Los Angeles. Sometimes, you know, I draw inspiration from other parts of the world, but, you know, during the pandemic, we were at home. And so Los Angeles is like really, really like deep right now in my heart. So it's like that sentence going to be inspired by that. So be on the lookout for that.
Definitely. Well, we would definitely be on the lookout for that. And also, before you leave us today, Krystal, thank you again for sharing that information. But first, if you could leave any tips for future entrepreneurs out there and also future women entrepreneurs, what would that be?
I would first say just cast out any doubt that you have, first and foremost. Whatever you have to do that. Go get that person that's going to give you tough love, meditate, whatever you need to do to flush out any doubt, any any thoughts that you have that you can't do something because you're a woman, because you're this, because you're that. Anything. Just know that that's your own thoughts, and you can flush those out. So I would say that. And then second, I would just kind of piggyback off what you said. Kind of time management and focus on one thing. Focus on the mission, I think is what you said. Stick to the mission. So simply put, like you stick to the mission and you will kind of look back and you'll see steps just kind of
keep that tunnel vision.
Exactly.
Right? Definitely. Well, thank you for sharing that information for us, Krystal. And for you, Eugene, if you could leave any future entrepreneur tips out there, what would you say?
I would say first and foremost, I would say, I believe it was number 3.
You remember the number? Okay, good job.
Everything. Number 3, have faith in what you do. God does not give anybody any thought in their head that they cannot have. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I preach this all of the time to people. Like, have faith in what you do. Like, I've been homeless and everything. And I've had all of that throughout the journey of where I am now. And I'm not even where I want to be. And I have a lot that we ain't talk about. You know what I'm saying? But it's like none of that. Even like being able to afford an acting class to meet Daisha. All of that comes from faith.
It's not cheap.
It's like the most important thing she said is to have faith in yourself. Like, can't nobody tell me anything about what I'm doing. It's like if you have something to say that doesn't move in the line of what God showed me was going to happen, back to the streets.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like I live by that faith. Yeah.
I
have
agree.
The faith in
you
what
trust
you're
your
doing.
intuition, because like you said, God would give it to you.
Yeah, you would not have that idea if you could not make it possible.
That's true.
You know.
Well, thank you so much for that. That was so inspiring. So Eugene, also, what can we be on the lookout for you? Eugene 400.
Actually, you guys could actually look out to my first debut single from my new company, the MSMJ Music Company.
Nice.
Yeah, I decided to sign myself. The negotiations and everything weren't working, so
congratulations.
Just to acknowledge I know, and not to toot my own horn, I've garnered 6 plaques on my own. I'm not signed to anybody. Anybody. I'm not flexing or nothing right now. I'm being serious. All of that started with the faith that I had since a little kid. Like I told her from the start, it's the faith. And I was able to do that. So yeah, look close to 400 is coming out like very soon, like this summer. We're doing the song I Could Be Famous. It's gonna be the first single.
Yes.
Yeah, me featuring my artist, Miss Riley. And after me, you're gonna hear from Miss Riley. As well. You're going to see me acting more. Yeah. You're going to see me on the show again.
Nice.
Bringing you guys up to date more. Yeah, so you just got to look forward to a lot. Yeah. There's a lot going on. You can keep up with me on its400.com.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the best place for us to reach you?
Yeah, it's400.com. That's its400.com. Or you can also check me out on Instagram as well. That is also at its400, its400.
Nice. And for you, thank you for sharing that information again. And for you, Miss Krystal, what's the best place to reach you at?
Yes, so you can visit my website if you guys want to purchase candles or check out the home decor. We have a new spring collection out right now. The website is ladiscoveryshop.com. You can get everything there. The Instagram, if you want to follow, I'm on there. I interact. Sometimes he's on there. We like to interact, so we consider ourselves friendly. It's l.a.discoveryshop. That's on Instagram. So yeah.
Nice.
And then my personal Instagram, if you want to follow me, is at thekfit00.
Nice. See all your little beach photos and stuff. Nice. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us and sharing that information.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, for sure. You definitely have to come back with your artists and also with some new candles and let us know, what you're working on and stuff. And I'll attach all her information and his as well at the bottom of the screen. But that wraps it up today, guys, for Daisha Breedlove Presents. And I will see you next week with another episode. Also, make sure you subscribe, follow, and also like so you don't miss another show. See you then.